Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was a lot last night. Hold on. I'm looking right now to see what people said. Um, or if they said anything about what to do about that. Wow. I am messed up still from yesterday. That was a lot of like grunt work, man. Yeah, see this thing right here. This is what I was. Can you see on the phone? Yeah. I'm asking people here. See, that's the fuel filler, and see around it, that like metal frame that goes around it. I don't know if I yank up on the wood, if that's gonna come up with the wood, or if it's attached to the metal and I'm gonna bend it and mess it all up. See, that's the fuel filler comes from outside the bus, and then you fill your diesel in there, and then it goes under. Yeah, I don't know why they don't just make it below the line. School buses are weird. It goes under the floor, and then the tank sits between the rails there. And there's actually an access. Oh, there's the access panel that you can see in the floor that I have to remember not to like permanently seal up. And there we go. Yeah, so I put in a thing to ask people what they thought. Like, what do you do? A round disc on the other end so I could really wallop it. Oh, he's talking about the tamper. Yeah, Bob on there. Yeah. So nobody said anything about that yet. That's all right. Oh, it'd take a minute maybe for people. I didn't put it up till late yesterday because man, look at my thumb. It's still messed up. I'm gonna try and baby it today. I just iced it yesterday, and that hurt getting jamming your thumb. I mean, it's ow, like bending it this way hurts. But I mean, it's not. What are you gonna do, man? It's bus building. These are big, heavy metal objects. So I gotta go look at that now, this thing, and see like exactly what the deal is over there, man. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, we got it emptied out. All the wood is gone in this sucker. Not all the wood. There is a little piece left back here that I didn't do yet. Uh, excuse me. And then there's that, the fun stuff. There's that piece over there by the driver's seat where those seatbelt bolts aren't coming out. And then there's that piece right behind the, oh, what is it called? Vacuum. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the around the fuel access panel. I don't know. That's separate wood. Maybe I'll leave that. I don't know. And then it rained last night. You see that little wet spot? Just a little wet spot. See that right there? Man, somebody told me, hey man, it's raining last night. And and then I said, it's not raining here. And then all of a sudden I hear like the big drops. I was like, oh crap. Because I was like knocked out, man. So I ran out and closed everything. I didn't close that because I was in my slipper feet. And I said, dude, that'd be a bad idea to run in that bus right now and hit your toe on all these little nails. So we'll see how much that leaks. Besides, there's no wood. But we closed the side door and everything, the back here, made sure it was all closed. And a little bit of rain got in. I mean, granted, this is also Vegas, so we get a real heavy rain for 10 minutes. A lot of lightning and stuff. But boy, woo, it's humid. It's humid this morning for sure. So I don't know. I gotta get to this. Wow, that pulling out these boards was a lot of work. Let me tell you something. If there's anything, you wish you could skip on a job like this, man. What's up, bro? Boom. Oh, turn it on. Yep. What's up, Slammer? Good morning, morning. Yeah. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah. I'm excited too, man. As drained as I am excited, dude. I can't, like, I'm trying to hold the camera with this hand, and I'm doing this actually because my thumb is all messed up. I'm doing like this, like cupping, I'm doing it monkey style, no opposable thumb on this end. See, instead of holding stuff like this, I'm like trying to baby this thumb. Because, you know, it gets good to you. It feels like, oh, I could do that. And then all of a sudden you do something, you're like, oh, and it'll never heal. So I'm trying to baby this one a little. It's already a lot better than it was yesterday. So I'm trying to baby this. I was thinking, where's my duct tape? I was going to put my gloves on and tape on the outside of my gloves just to immobilize it. Because, you know, you start getting into things. I want this to heal as fast as possible, man. Oh, that feels good to go. So I can get back to 100%. I don't want to re-injure it. But yeah, it's man, those nails. Can you see that in the camera there? Look at these. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, you got a bluebird too? Get out. That's awesome, brother. Can you see those nails down there? I don't know if you can see that up. I mean, there's so many nails just sitting proud there up the floor. And that's like, they're in so good that the plywood literally, when I tore it up, it just ripped through the plywood. All the way through half-inch plywood. Because those nails love that metal. They want to stay in there. They did not want, I mean, I can't even count. There's more than, 50 nails probably sticking up around this bus. And the heads aren't torn off, nothing. They just tore straight through. These things ate up so many, well, I only bought 3 blades for my little Sawzall there because I wanted to try, a metal blade, a rough, full long demo blade, which, by the way, is for taking nails out of 2x. I've used these a million times. They cut right through everything, right? And I tried that weird specs. What was it called? SRX6, whatever blade. It's this one here that had the teeth on both sides. What was it called? SPX? I can't even read it no more. This blade right here, it didn't do much. Look how those teeth went down. This one did the least. But the metal one and even the heavy one, man, 3, 4 nails, 5 nails, and they were dull. I mean, these nails are hard, really hard. I got it out. I think the best method is just get some buddies that are younger with strong backs, man, and just brute force that sucker. I saw one video where they were using a floor jack to get to get started. So they, which really, when you think about it, you'd have to get the panel up. Once I got the panel up high enough where you can get a floor jack, you really could just, it was pretty good. But yeah, they get a floor jack under, and they would jack it way up, and then, rip it. This bar. Who has the bluebird? Oh man, why message deleted? Someone let him. Who's on? Somebody let him post a link, I think. Oh, it's Tyronus. Hey, what's up, bro? Trionus? Yeah, dude, from yeah, Trionus. What? Oh my God, I'm so tired. From the Skoolie forum I told you guys about, Skoolie.net. He's one of the guys. Yeah, what's up, brother? He's the guy who has the exact same bus as me. So he's actually the dude I was talking about yesterday. I'm glad you're here about these hoses. I totally agree, man. These have got to go. You convinced me of that. I was on the fence about it because they just look so like massive and scary to move and redo. But you're absolutely right, man. I got one leak in this, one bust after I put all this work, and I'm gonna be pissed because it's gonna ruin everything. So they either got to go or just be bypassed. I mean, maybe I live without the front heater. The defroster's a little worrying. I don't know. Maybe I have something electric. Yeah. You got that better, right? You got a 3060 in yours. That's an even better transmission. And he's got the push button, right? 3060. That's a good one. That's the one I wanted actually. But I'll take this one. Has the MT643, which from what I understand, this is my first bus, but from what I understand is better than the 545, which doesn't have the lockup, doesn't have the everybody's tripping out. What are they talking about? 545. They're automatic transmissions in these. The 545 is not as desirable for guys like us that are converting and want to go travel with it because it's more of like the mule, the grunt transmission. It's geared lower and it doesn't have like a higher highway gear, and for start and stop, taking the kids to school, like what they're supposed to be for. That's what the 545 is. The 643 that I have is better because I think it has a higher gear. It locks up actually. I don't know what the hell that is. So it's a little better because it doesn't, you know, the 545 when you take it out and trying to go highway speeds, you can burn it up because it's more for low speed, you know, start and stop stuff. The 643 is better on the highway, and the 3060 is the best yet, and especially the yeah, the 643. That's what I hear, man. It's way better than 545. The 3060 is really, you know, the best in these buses from what I hear, and I think it's Trionis. I think the 3060 is the one that people have varying luck or not luck at all, but you can get unlocked the 6th gear in but you have to get a letter like from Bluebird to allow Allison to change it. I don't know, it's a complicated thing, but that's more of a better modern, you know, transmission kind of thing, that 3060. So I was looking at that. I saw one, Travis, I don't know if you saw my other post on there, but I saw there was one I really wanted, one before I bought this one. It was up in Mesquite. Private guy was selling it. Well, actually, I think he bought it from the guy I bought this bus from, who's a dealer who bought it from an, you know what I mean? So it was like third step. He wanted, the only problem was he wanted like 13 grand for it, but it was the same, wait, was it a Bluebird? I can't even remember now. I think it was the same type bus, but this was the cool thing, man. It was a 530, a DT 530, which I've never even heard of before that. It's, you know, above the 466, and 3060 trans. It had the compartments, and man, it was another Arizona bus, clean as a whistle. Not a drop of, I mean, nothing. I took pictures of the under compartment, and I swear, if somebody showed you like the picture I took inside up in the under compartment, they could have told you it was a brand new bus for sale, and you would have believed it. I mean, like the undercoating, the bolts. I was tripping out on the bolts in that bus. They didn't look like they were 20 years old. They didn't even look like they were a year old. Some of them were still shiny. It was amazing, clean bus. It did have, I think, a rear seal leak. That's what really scared me off, or I would have tried to do a deal with the guy. I wasn't paying no 13 grand. There's no way. He was way high on that bus. But it was a really cool bus. I drove it. It drove really nice. Had a really nice suspension. I think it might have even been an air ride because it was smooth. That was a nice bus, man. But with that rear main seal, because you could see the leak at the transmission where it connects to the back of the engine, and then there's like a little hole, and you could see it. When I got there, it was dry, and where he parked, there was no oil. But when I got back from the test drive and looked underneath, it was just dripping. Like I could see it dripping, drip, drip, drip. And I know everybody says, hey, these buses leak, you're freaking out over nothing. But I'm thinking, dude, that from where it's coming, that's got to be like a rear main seal in the engine. Is that going to go out one day? Is it, with my luck, going to go out the day I hit the road after doing all this work, and then the seal's going to just give, and there's going to be oil everywhere, and I'm going to have to get an engine rebuilt? Oh, man. I mean, because, dude, if you're doing that, I think that's you know, you have to detach the trans. You have to, I mean, once you're there, you might as well rebuild the damn motor. Once you got people going to that level. Who's this guy out there? Who's this guy? What's he looking for? I don't know. Some guy in the street. So anyway, hey, that's cool that you're here, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for checking it out. Oh yeah, Nightbot doesn't like the links. Yeah, for sure. It's just set up so that people just don't post links. But if you got a real link, you know, no problem. You want to show your stuff or whatever. It's just a cut down on spam. All right, so today, man, I got to get working on this today. Man, my hand, my thumb is just wasted. You know what it was? You know, I jammed my thumb. I was, and you know, it was one of those things too where, you know, like you just start, you're tired and you start just doing stuff that, you know, like if you weren't tired and you thought about it for a second, you're like, no, this is going to higher potential to hurt myself. I was just, man, I just knew it. So what I was doing here, let me show you the tools too. This is what I think is the best way to get this stuff up. And I'm not the only one. Actually, you know where I heard about this guy from. This is cool. This is a normal little pry bar, right? It's actually a decent sized one for doing demo stuff, right? So I had these guys. This just wasn't cutting it. There's not enough leverage, right? Now I saw a video. I think it was that kid Ian Robinson. He's got a lot, like a vlog. He does a lot of these. He did a bust. He mentioned. I think I just read in the description. Anyways, he was talking about this thing, and he didn't even know what it was. This bar thing, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's a good idea." And I have one. I actually have a tamper that I used to use putting up signs. Long story, a long time ago, but this bar right here, you know, it's about 5 feet long, solid steel, heavy bar, dude. I don't know what this weighs, 20, 30 pounds. It's just as heavy as, look, dude, out of all of the use I've used for this, I bent it in the bus. Can you see that bend? I bent it. This is a steel. I mean, dude, this is not a joke. This is, look, this is a steel rod here, and I actually bent it. But yeah, this is the persuader, man. This is the leverage that you need. It's all about leverage, man. This is Ask Donald. He'll tell you. This is the leverage you need to get these things out. So you get this under there, right? And then pushing up, yeah, it works, but sometimes, a lot of times the pushing up cracks the wood and it's not working. So it's a combination of pushing up, and then what I was doing was this here. I'll put this down here where you can see. I think you can see. Yeah. So what I was doing is I'd get it to a point, and then I'd put this in there to do some, you know, try and get that fulcrum all the way up as far as I could, and then pull down, and then it would pop some nails, right? So I was up at the front there, and I was getting tired and goofy, and I put it in because the angles, you know, the best I could do was just reach in like this, and then I did it real quick, and I knew in my head, the back of my mind was telling me, dude, that's going to slip. That's not going to work, you know? But I was just ignoring it because I was all the way up there. I was on the last pieces, and I pushed, you know, I was pushing down, whatever, and what happened was, see, I was pushing down, and it slipped off, and then this thing went like this, and bam, back up. So it kind of, you know, it bounced on something and just went bam right into my thumb like that. Oh, it hurt so bad at the time. It hurt so bad. It was one of those, and then it, you know, it went away, and then now it's just sore as hell. So I just don't want to, you know, rejack it, man. Yeah, it bent it. Can you believe that? Yeah. Good idea, Webb's great. Yeah, that's the plan, man. I know exactly. Injury, bro. Injury will always fuck the program up, man. You know, I gotta be hitting that iron, man. Can't have no injuries. So yeah, so I'm taking it easy with this hand. I'm gonna start taking these things out. Hopefully my producer will be here soon. They like to sleep in. Ow, ow, ow. I should tape on top of this glove. Where's that duct tape at? I don't even know. Tape up this this thumb just to remind me, keep it immobilized and, you know, remind me. But yeah, I'm not gonna do a whole lot today. It's really musty in here, like really wet. I told you it rained last night, actually. You know, it sucks too, because I was in this all, you know, I put cardboard on these windows, and right when I did that, I was, you know, to keep the heat down, I was thinking, hey man, you know, most people be, dude, cardboard, but I'm like, yeah, it's Vegas, it never rains, dude. It's July, it ain't gonna rain for another, you know, months. And sure enough, then they start talking monsoon, and then now it rains. So some water got in through that roof. Anyways, it's a little humid in here. But I think today I'm going to go down and look at that board over there, see if I can get that out, and get all these nails out, and then go get I think I got a bit. What did people say on that? I think it was a 3/16 bit to pull these rivets out of the wall. See these rivets right here? You got to basically drill the center of all of those. There's a whole bunch right here, all the way down. So you drill out the center, and then I think chisel them off, or maybe, oh no, I think you just drill them out. Yeah, on these I think you just drill them, and they'll ride up the drill bit, and then these you have to chisel out the center, and then chisel off the deal to get those off. So I don't know if I'll be hitting that today. I'm not doing that until I have someone helping me, man. Maybe my baby Braza will come back over and help me with that eventually, because that I can see it'd be very much more safe to have somebody hold it and put their hand up there while you're doing it. Ah, rainbow day, baby. Whew. I'm just happy that floor is out. Man, that was brutal too. I'm telling you. I mean, you know, you talk about leaving it all on the court. Shit, dude. I left it all in this bus getting that floor out. I mean, at the end there, whew, I was done, dude. I was out of gas. And then I think on like the last piece when it started to come up, I got this, you know, final, you know, third, fourth wind. And pulled it up. And then I was spent, dude. I was ready to roll over and go to sleep, baby. Sorry, I got mine. You get yours. Woo! It was a lot, man. I mean, I was drained. I probably should have, you know, obviously stopped before I got hurt, but I should have probably stopped, you know, when I was really tired. But I just wanted to get it done. Plus, I also knew today I wasn't going to, you know, it's harder to get started again. It's easier even when you're really tired to just push forward a little bit more. All right, let's see what this thing's doing. Now I'm in a little better shape here. I can take a look. Yeah, I still don't know, man. Is this metal connected, not connected? Let's see. I'm going to try on it a little bit and see what happens. Okay. I think it's connected to the wood. It's just coming up. So maybe I just got to take that piece off the wood. Still, you know, obviously I don't want to wreck nothing in the fuel tank system here. That would be bad, okay? Be a little gentle with this. Oh yeah, that's clearly connected to this there. Okay, no biggie. That was easy. That was easy. See, now I'm embarrassed of that post I put where I was asking everybody about this because, you know, it just came up. But yesterday when I did the post, I was so tired at the end of this, I was like, I don't want to fuck with that. I'm going to break it. Let's take a look. So this is what I was talking about here. See that mount on there? I don't know what this... does this just come off? Oh man, is that just gummed on there from a bunch of years? I tell you, these children is disgusting. When you see what's below these floors, oh. You know what I still haven't brought in the bus? I need to get my utility knife, man. I gotta find that thing. It was in the office. Oh, wait, what is that? Is that a screw in there? Oh! I missed one because it was buried. Yeah, see right here, I got screws. Okay, I need to get my utility knife, and I still need to fix the sound. Sorry I started a little late today, guys, but I was trying to mess with the sound. And I mean, you know, in my old stream, I had all kinds of stuff, fakakta setups going on there. Because with the mics and the different, you know, instrument inputs, all that shit. So I was using that voice meter banana. I know Custodial loves to make fun of that thing. The banana. But it does overcomplicate it. Now I just have the PC running here with the camera, and I'm not using all the hardware I was, so my sound's all freaking jacked. Change. You know what? I found the same thing. I didn't find any change. That was weird. I expected to find some money. I didn't find any change. I found the gum wrappers, the candy wrappers, pieces of gum on the bottom of the seats for sure, and on the, you know what, the side of the seats, that goes up against the wall. The side of the cushion is the most disgusting part of the bus because they never clean it. It pushes against it, so it was all full of old candy and gross stuff. But where's the? Check this out. Travis, check this out, man. This is the craziest, and I found earrings too. But look, this is the craziest thing I found. A cell phone. There was actually a cell phone stuck below a bottom cushion when I was taking out the seats. A couple of them I took out the bottom cushion to get to the bolts, and I found the phone. That was kind of crazy. It's cracked. It doesn't turn on. And it's a kid's phone, so honestly, even if I could turn it on, I don't want to know what's on this phone. I don't want to see any pictures. I don't want to know what these freaking kids are up to. So yeah, the phone was crazy. I was thinking about starting a thread like, what's the craziest crap you found in a bus? One bus I went and looked at out in Pahrump, I think it was. I thought in the pictures I saw, in the back it was a handicap bus by the handicap door in the back. I thought I saw I was like, is that a bird? No. Then when I went to look, I opened the back door, and sure enough, there's a dead bird sitting in the corner of the bus, and even weirder, a bone. I don't know what bone it was, what it was from. It looked kind of like a rib bone. But I didn't touch it. I should have taken a picture. I was like, ooh, okay, dude, what's that? He's like, oh, I don't know, dogs. Okay, whatever. I'm out, bro. You're going to cut me up and Dahmer my ass. It's all gunked up, this bowl. Or screw. And I assume another one right across. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the weirdest stuff. It's funny, too, Travis, the earrings we found, my buddy actually found them in here. They were still on the little card. When the kids go into whatever Claire's and they buy the earrings, they're on that little card. So they were still stuck on the card. That was weird, like brand new earrings the kid lost. I mean, they weren't worth nothing. They were like, $2 earrings. And then we found a diamond ring. That's right. Where'd that go? Right here. Another Cracker Jack. I forgot. We found this diamond ring right here. I'm gonna get married. Yeah, it's well, actually, I don't even know. I mean, it looks like a cheapo piece of junk, especially since it's on metal that's discoloring. It's probably not a real diamond. Like 100%, it's not a real diamond. Some little kid's Cracker Jack. I don't know. Should I take it to the? There, I got the metal off. See, that was way easier than I thought. Oh, but when you're tired, the smartest thing you can do is step back from critical thinking decisions, because you're gonna, brain's much more likely to just say, oh, yeah, and then that's when I inform. At least I'm old enough and smart enough to learn that, right? Now we got this board up here, which, man, this one kicked my butt because it's got. Oh, man. That sucks. It's got these two L brackets that hold the seat belt for the driver, the two sides of the seat belt. And those, oh man, I need some Advil. Those L brackets are screwed in through the floor like the bus seats. The problem is that they just spin, and I looked yesterday, I can't even see where they are underneath. They're like up under stuff, so I don't know that I can really access them that well. So I was thinking, now I'm thinking again, it's hard to think, chew gum and everything. So, but I was thinking just to hack that wood out, and then, they'll be up, and then grind them off and be done with them. But now I'm thinking maybe I should turn the wheel and maybe see if I can get under there again. Let me take a look. I wish I had a roving camera I could take outside. Let me turn the wheel and see. Wait, do I need the key to turn the wheel? I don't know. I haven't even tried while I was sitting still. Let's see. Does this have like a steering wheel lock? Really? Oh. so I ain't got no power steering when they're off. Is that wheel even turning? Let's see. Let me take a quick look, see, guys. Yeah, screw that. That is a terrible spot, man. I can't even see where that is out here. Right here. Right at the window line. Hold on. Hold on, this might be fixable. You can't see it from the wheel well, that's why, because it's being blocked. I was looking in the wrong spot. So if I lay down and slide on in, it might happen, man. Let's see if we can make this happen. Ugh. Ow. Yeah, now when I go below, hold on, let's see what size is this? What socket is this? 5/8. Do I have a 5/8 little guy? Just in case. All right. Let's see. This would be better than grinding if it worked. Screw, man, I'm grinding them. I can't even find them damn bolts or nuts on the bottom. I just grabbed everything. I can't find nothing, man. I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing down there that looks like those two, the other end of those two bolts. I did see that what I assume is my steering box in the front there is interesting. Dripping a lot. That thing is soaked in fluid up there. Maybe have someone take a look at that down the road, you know? Oh, what's up, brother? I'm trying to remove. Okay, behind. I love it. He's got the same buzz as me. This is so cool. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. So right behind the driver's seat, Travis, where the heater hoses, you know, they go back down under. Right next to that is where my seat belts mount. You know, for the driver's seat, there's two L brackets, and that holds the, you know, the male and female of the seat belt, and it's bolted. Clearly, it's got to be bolted to the frame or something. It's the seat belt, and you know, like with the seats, when I hit the bolt from the top, it's just spinning, and I've tried, you know, putting leverage on it and cocking it to make it grab the bolt, but they will not come out, and they're bolted through that last piece of wood there. So it's stopping me from getting out this last strip of wood. I ripped it with the circular saw so I could get the big piece out, but I still got that last piece in front of the front driver's side wheel well that's stuck. Oh, you didn't have wood. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, I would want to leave them. I didn't want to cut them off because, you know, it's good to have a seatbelt there. Shoot, now I'm wondering about that too. Damn it. No, I'm gonna have to do something all new with that. But if I can't see where they come out, I don't even know how I'm gonna put new ones in. Yeah, and it's that last piece of wood is right through that. Excuse me. Maybe I can. You know what? Maybe you're right. Leave them in. What were yours? Were yours bolted straight to the metal? Like you just had the rubber on top of the metal, right? No wood? Yeah, so yours must have been bolted straight to the metal with the rubber over them or something. Or on top of the rubber. But yeah, that's much easier to cut out. Yeah. So, well, I got the fuel filler one off with no issue. The last thing left is to get that piece of wood and then clean up. Let me see what it looks like up there. I mean, I got a lot of implements of destruction here. I haven't ground anything yet. I'm a big believer that the grinder is the last resort, man. It's messy, it's stinky. I hate breathing that crap. It's flammable, you know. Grinding is not the first go-to. But it may be with these bolt heads. That's the only man. Oh, let's see here. See, I wasn't even thinking before, but maybe use this wood as the leverage. It's actually still pretty nice. Loosen that one considerably, so it will happen. Let's see. This has got to come out. There's no leaving this in, man. If it was, see, it's trippy too how these buses are all a little bit different. Like me and Trionis got the same bus, but there's little differences. Like in his, they put the rubber right to the steel without wood, and in mine they put wood and then that. You know, there's little options that they do, little things that I've noticed on everybody's bus. Even though you have the exact same bus, they can be different. You know, same year and everything. Nah, that ain't doing it. Might have to grind, man. I don't see nothing wrong with that little bump of grind. I don't like grinding. Yeah. I'll do it if I had to. Ah, my gotta grind, I gotta grind. Alright, let's do this right here. Let's see. Come on. Neighbors don't fail me now. Ah. I said don't use the drill, but I wonder if the speed of the drill might be better than the knock of the hammer. Because this is not cutting it, man. I mean, it's getting looser, right? Or maybe I'm just tearing up what's underneath it. I don't know, man. Woo! I wish I could see where these were underneath. I went under there. I can't even find which bolt it is. Seat bolts are easy to find. Wow. This sucker does not. Oh, man. And I don't have. All I got is masonry bits on the damn. Oh, boy. All right. Well. Shine it, baby. Shine it. We're going back to this. Let's get the wood out. Get the lead out, baby. All right. It's wood, bub. Does this come off separate? Let's see. Ow, 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 ow. Man, it sucks only having one. I mean, that one won't even unscrew it all. Gee. Yeah. What a pizzane. All right, plug yours, man. I'm gonna go with the metal cutting blade. Oh, he's still got some teeth left. I'm gonna go with this guy. And see if I can cut that bolt off. Only because I just realized too that my grinder, I forgot, only has for some reason masonry blade. I don't even know why I would have. I don't even remember what project I did, but I got like 5 or 6 masonry cutoff wheels with my grinder and no metal cutoff wheels. So I forgot to buy one. So if this doesn't work, then next trip to the store we'll get a metal cutoff wheels. All right, here we go. It's stuck to me. This is going to be a nice hard bolt. Oh, yes. I don't know if this is even doing anything. Here, let's hold it still with the pliers here. Ow! So the pliers hard to use without a thumb. But I don't really need to hold it tight, right? Just need to keep it from spinning while I'm cutting. This is not going to cut this, man. Definitely a grinder. This thing is laughing at me. It's in a demo saw and a hardened bolt. Not really going to happen, I don't think. I'm saying nothing wrong. Oh, I see a lot wrong with this. Goodness gracious, man. All right. Screw that. I'm going home. Yeah, I'm going to grind those off, man. I got to get a... That's it. Oh, well. I tried to be nice to you both. Now you're going to just get ground, baby. Ground. I have to go get a... Wow, I am dripping sweat already. This humidity out here. It's got to be even more than 30% today. And for Vegas, it's a lot. You can just... Oh. It just rained. So what to now? Let's... I guess we'll start on these nails, huh? Ooh, how'd this look piece of wood? gonna need to cut up all this wood too. How am I gonna get the trash man to take it? Ugh. Oh man, I wish I could stand down below grade on this whole jab. It makes it a lot easier, a lot less bending. What's weird is, I mean, they come out fairly readily once the wood's out, you know? I mean, they're not, you just give it a bang. And wood, they wouldn't usually come out that. Of course, that one has to play game. So, it's actually better, I think, in the end. I don't know, maybe 6 of 1. But in the end, it's probably better that I couldn't cut them off with my saw, because then I'd have a lot of sharp, pointy things that I'd have to hammer through with like a punch or something, you know? So now all the ones, when you pry, the nail heads are still here, and you can just kind of crowbar them out. Man, it just tore through so many. It's like every one down the middle here. Oh, this guy's gonna be a son of a bitch, huh? All right. Ow. That one is a son of a gun. Woo! Yep, he gave way. Let me find out this is all that's holding the bus together is these nails. Yeah, there's some down the middles, but luckily they fairly follow the pattern, you know. Like all the nails are going to be right down the seam here, but I'm sure I'll have to make a few passes. I'll, miss some. Then we'll do a sweep. We'll be able to see better what's going down. Oh. Woo! Let's get this going, man. Yeah, Trionis, man. You thank the lucky stars you didn't have the wood. That is, I mean, I know I'm just getting started on this build, but I can see that by far being the most difficult, at least in terms of labor effort. Getting that wood out. Oh, that ain't no picnic, man. That one is tedious. These nails are just, oh, I hate this thing. Did I mention my disdain for these damn nails? Whew. That's alright, I'm getting my revenge now. I'm just dragging the bar along, moving the junk until I hit a raised up. Holy moly! My foot on there to make sure I pop one of these up in my face. So they got to put extra pressure on it. Yeah, there's a lot more rust in here too than I imagined there was going to be, so I'm glad I ripped this up. Because now I can treat all of this and have a good time. And, these guys, this floor is like a gang, all together it's pretty scary. But one-on-one, these nails are no fucking match for this bar. You know what I mean? But when all those nails team up with the wood, they got some strength and power. But, good demo bar like this, this D-Walt, this nice long one, nails don't stand a chance. Once you can get to the head. Now, I actually sold a couple of my seats. I got lucky. Some dude that actually has it's kind of cool. He turned a shorty school bus into an ice cream truck, like for special events. And he has he sets up out in front of it. Like people have parties and stuff, and he sets up out in front of it. School bus stop, and I don't know, something happened with his old seats or whatever, so I put my seats in, which aren't worth anything. I mean, I think one dude on the board, I believe in this guy Marty, was telling me it's about $40 a scrap, but you get to weigh your bus at the scrap yard. So I sold them. I put them in $20 each. I sold a couple. I actually gave them extra ones for $40. So I already got my scrap value. I just got lucky. I mean, what's the chance that some dude's setting up as an ice cream truck business with the Skoolie and needs the seats? So, and he knew all about they only have legs on one side, and he's gonna, hey man, nice guy. He was a cool guy, man. So I still got the ad out trying to get rid of those seats, but I got a lot of seats to dump, man. What's up, dude? Oh, you were shot. Yeah, dude. The bleeding is cool, man. No air balloons. Nice. Yeah, the bang bus, sure. Oh, no, break time, huh? No, man. I'm just catching up, looking at these chats. Yeah. I was surprised at folks like you that just had the rubber on the metal. I was like, oh man, because I can, I peeled the rubber off of the wood, and I imagine it would stick better over time to the wood than the metal, would end up, because it's so non-porous, So I was jealous of I was like, what? You mean some of them just put the rubber on the metal? And I'm thinking, boy, that would be easy. Just scrape up and roll it up and it's out, Because, oh man, this wood is a pain in the butt. Let me get a sip of coffee. And I'm going to put my knee pads on because this bending over, oh, that's for the youngins and the tile setters, man. I ain't got that kind of back. Woof. Oh, man. Put these on. Get on your knees. Oh, baby, please. I get on my knees for you. Oh. There we go. Yeah, it's not bad working on your knees when you got knee pads, for sure. Without knee pads, whoa. I don't know, some people, I don't know if they got more cushion in the knees or stronger things, but even when I was a kid, I never liked being on my knees, It's, and like now, I can't even do it. Like even just to kneel down real quick. Oh, it seems painful, but with knee pads, I got no problem. It's like the hard on the bone that bothers me. It's not the position. Wow, depends who's telling me to get in that position and for what, right? All right, now we can get down here. And I would definitely, I don't think anybody would do this on their knees without knee pads, given what I'm doing now with these nails and everything, right? And yes, there's a trade-off. I think on your knees you have less leverage, right? Because you're reaching up to the bar instead of pushing down on it. But definitely wearing my eye protection. Yeah, we stopped. Oh, here's one where it ripped off the nail head. Not sure what to, I wonder what to do with that. There's no way I can grab it now. Ah! Man, you hear those things clattering around? Woo! Hit my head. bust the nails, bust the nails, bust the nails. This is how we bust the nails. Not so early in the morning. Ah, come on. Ah, dude, this little tiny area right here, right next to this fuel access panel. I mean, what was that? 5, 6, 7, 10 nails? Just within 6 inches here, man. Somebody went slap happy with the air gun. I tried to find these nails at Home Depot and such, and use my like framing nailer or something to replace when I was gonna just replace that piece, but they don't sell no nails like that. I don't even know. Then I started thinking, well, I don't even know what gun it would go in. Yeah. So I got a couple headless horsemen here. I got quite a few right here, man. 3, 2, 3. Huh. That one didn't make it in. Not a feeling around. So I guess the wood job isn't done. It's never done, man. And now the more I see the heater lines, I'm scared of it. Oh, I just pulled the head off that one. Ow, 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 ow. Use the other dummy. Look at all this gum on here. Not that kind of gum. It's like gum sealant caulk stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Ah! Oh boy! That was scary. What's that? What the hell is that? That's like a bolt. What the hell? I don't know what that screw is. That was a weird one. Ah! Come on. Ugh. Wow. Something right here somewhere. Oh. There's a lot more nails in here than I thought. Now, wait a minute. I was going to try and bang the headless horseman out. But the more I think about it, if it's that stuck in here, and I'm going to grind those off, why not just grind it flat and then silicone over the top of it and call it a day? Because it's actually sealing the hole, right? Yep. That might be the way to go. Yeah. It's so weird. Some just come out. Some like want to scare the shit out of you. Uh-oh. A piece of wood got nailed to my sneeze. Oh my gosh! Yeah, that one needed a foot in there. Man, this is really rusty by the. I don't know if Trionis, if you're, because you got these same Got the heater lines, man. I don't know if you noticed. Is yours extra rusty there too? That seems to be where a lot of my rust is, below these heater lines. I don't know if it broke before or just because of the heat. Maybe some condensation got in there, or because they were in that enclosed chaseway. I don't know, but it seems like I get a lot of my rust in this area. Yeah, that's some more than surface rust there, but not not too bad. I'm not gonna have any holes now that I've like moved it around, but got some like stage 1 cancer rust here, where it's actually starting to chip and flake the metal. But I can see like I've got some holes in the middle of that rust, and I can see the thickness, where it's going down. So yeah, I can only imagine a bus from like Oregon and places like that, or where they use salt and it's moist, maybe even Florida. Man, they could be some messed up shit. They don't really, doesn't look like they really build these with all that money. Oh. This is bad here. Whew. Ah. Whew. Oh. It's not safe. Oh, sure. Just chipped my driveway. Another casualty. Ah. Oh, that's a sharp one. Oh, that's another sharp one. Woo. Woo! Super. sweep up what we got here over to the edge here. Before we proceed. Yeah. Woo. Ow! Son of a bitch. Just got my ankle ate by a circular sow. What's up, brothers? Yeah, Class A, nope. That's a good point, though. It's different everywhere. Yeah, it depends where you live. Yeah, it's paintball park. That's cool, man. That's cool, Fast Yellow. I would love to check that out. Zombie hunting the school bus. That is really cool, man. People doing a lot of stuff with these, man. In Nevada, the rules are different everywhere. It's an unusual thing, right? To drive the bus, but yeah, he's right. Once it's personal, it's not really commercial, but federal and Nevada state also follows that. They go by weight, the GVWR. So over 26,000 pounds is considered commercial. In Nevada, though, an RV doesn't require a commercial, obviously a CDL. Grandpa buying the Class A motorhome is not doing the CDL certification, right? What they do require, though, is Class A, B, C licensing, non-commercial, they call it. So you're taking very similar tests to the CDL test. I mean, you can download the handbook, but you're not getting the you're in Texas. Texas, each state has their own rules for this kind of thing, For the CDL, there's a federal standard, but for this. So in some states, like in Arizona, I know, because I was just down there where I got this, you don't need anything if it's a motorhome. If it's a motorhome for personal pleasure or whatever, then you can drive anything. They don't care about nothing, right? In Nevada, if it's over 26,001, you need a Class B, I believe it is. I get confused with those. And Class A is if you're towing vehicles over 10,000 and a combined. It's a whole rigmarole. But you need to get one of those non-CDL, non-commercial Class A or B license, and then also in Nevada, if it has air brakes, you need a J endorsement on your thing, an air brake endorsement. So, I mean, no big deal. You know what? I read through not even all the guide and then took a practice test and got like an 83. It's not going to be a, I think once I, study the whole guide and going into, I think the written's going to be all right. There is a driving test, which I'm a little confused because how do I get my bus down there to take a test when I don't have a license? Whatever. We'll figure that out. And then what else is there? Yeah, that's it. I think you get a permit if you pass the written test, and then you can bring your, I don't know. Well, we'll figure all that out. But yeah, I intend to get that. And then the other thing is I have to get this registered as a motorhome, which is a whole nother topic and discussion. Yeah, that's what everyone does. Trionists people, they say like in a school bus you're invisible. That's the common expression. Like cops, nobody messes with you in the bus. But that's what most people do. I mean, I've never heard, all the people I've talked to, I've never heard of anyone, and everyone says, oh, I've never had one person, say they got busted or whatever. People pretty much just jump in these and drive them. They're very easy to drive, man. I mean, it's like if you ever driven a U-Haul or anything, it's you put it in drive and you go, dude. The air brakes are a trip if you've never driven air brakes, because they're a lot more, at least in the buses I've driven, they're a lot more like on off. Whereas like with the hydraulics, you get some, which is weird because hydraulic is non-compressible and air is compressible. Uh, oh, I guess it's not working on the same way because the hydraulics, you're pushing on a cylinder which pushes fluid. Fluid's not compressible, so the work is done at the end on the cylinder. You know, you have a cylinder in your brake thing, so you pushing on the master cylinder pushes those out, which causes the brakes to grab. So you get that nice feeling like in a car. Like everybody's learned how to judge the brakes, but then sometimes you get in someone else's car and you hit them too hard because it's not like your brakes. The air brakes are a lot more grabby. But I'm thinking now, I don't know for sure air brake systems, but I believe because air brakes default is brake on. Like if you run out of air or low air, the brakes lock, right? Because I think the air holding the brake from closing, and then the springs. You see, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I do know this: the air brakes I've driven, it takes a lot more finesse to brake slower because they seem to just grab, don't they? Yeah, they just like when you push. Is that Dane's mom? Yeah, no more morning wood. Well, no, I had a little morning wood there. I got a little morning wood up, but the rest, yeah. So, have you noticed that, or is it just me? Also, Trionis, like when you first are driving the air brakes, like in these buses, you got to have like a gentle touch, man. If you just push on them like a car brake, the bus goes boom. I mean, it just grabs, So it'll take a while to get used to, but nothing, dude. Anyone could drive a school bus. Have you seen school bus drivers? You remember when you were a kid? Yeah, anyone can drive a school bus. Anyone. It's not hard. I'll come clean. It's a little pussy-ish. I'm sorry, but I was really tripping out on how to get my bus up here, everything, and then I was all set to drive it. I was just going to drive it from Arizona up, but that goes through a really lonely road, or I can go through the interstate road through Flagstaff, but that's way more hours. But the road going up is really lonely, and I'm like, what if this breaks down? And I went down with one of my kids, and then who's going to drive the car back? So I was going to have my wife fly in and get the car and drive back, and it was the next, and I was like, man, and I don't have the license for it, but everyone says just get in and drive it like you stole it, right? Um, uh, oh, yeah. So this is what I did. I actually hired someone was talking to the guy, and he hooked me up with a guy, the guy I bought it from. And it just so happens that guy was in Tucson delivering, of all things, he delivers vehicles. He's a drive-away guy, right? But he has CDL, insurance, everything, right? And I got insurance on the bus. I just didn't have the right license. I was like, dude, if I break down or I'm going to be the one guy that gets pulled over, I'm too fucking old for this shit. When I was a young man, I'd get in and drive a lot of things, a lot of things. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, hey, fuck the cops, man. What are they going to do? And then they pull you over and you act stupid, like, oh, really, man? But I'm too old for that now. The cops going to believe, I don't know no better, and I don't like putting myself in those positions. And so I couldn't, Anyways, this guy, he was out there. He actually was delivering stuff. Remember that guy, Jesse James, that does the stuff? So he's delivering. He says this guy's got this ranch out in Texas, and all he does is, work on for his own fun, cars and shit. Like, it's kind of cool, man. He's living the life, right? He's done with all that other shit. So he was on his way back. They were in Tucson actually delivering something, which is right near Phoenix. They had to go through Phoenix, so it just kind of worked out. The guy's like, yeah, I can pick it up today. And I was going to have to arrange for, the next day. Anyway, so instead of flying my wife out last minute, all that, it kind of equaled out to almost the same money to just have this guy drive it to Vegas for me. So I did that, and it felt better, other than I wanted my bus right away. But I got to go home right away and not stay over another night in Phoenix with another hotel and have the wife fly out and all that hassle. But the point was, so this guy drove it off, right? And they took it out to Riverside, because they were also coming to Vegas like on the following Tuesday. So I was like, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, put it in your yard at Riverside, which was, I don't know, maybe his house or somewhere he parked it anyways. And then he drove it up on Tuesday, right? Good guys, man. Really good guys. This is the thing, though. When he drove it from Riverside, I think, or at least I think from the state line, because he called me early in the morning. They came up here, and I think they crashed at state line, and then they were coming into Vegas in the morning. So at least I know from state line to here, his wife drove it, and she ain't got don't tell no one, no lies and none, I don't think. She's like, I never driven one before. And she came rolling up in this thing. piece of cake, you know. So not because she's a woman, but because, you know, she'd never driven one before. She's not a professional driver, everything, and she just hopped in and drove it, you know, the whatever, 40, 50 miles from state line. So I think anyone can. I mean, the first bus I drove was on a test drive. I went over, saw a bus, and the guy said, "Yeah, you want?" I said, "Yeah, let me drive it." Hopped in and drove it. The guy didn't even come with me. Fuck, they're easy, man. Really easy to drive. The air brakes are get used to, and that's it. Other than that, drives like a U-Haul or these flat fronts. You know, the rear engine or even front engine, but the flat front non-conventional buses, they do take a little getting used to, just in feeling. Not in, you can quickly get used to the turning radius, but it feels like it's going to tip all the time because you've got that van turning thing, because you're sitting in front of the wheels, the front wheels. Usually in a car and everything else, you're behind the front wheels. So when you turn, the nose turns, and then you in your seat, you know, follow. In these buses, you are sitting. It's like a VW bus. I mean, you're sitting like a van. You are sitting not on the front wheels, but in front of the front wheels. You can see the wheel well. So when you turn, you know, instead of you being back here and following the turn radius, you're in the front. So, you know, if something turns, there's a point here where it's barely turning and a point here where it's moving a great distance. You're on the front point. So when you turn, you feel yourself sweeping. And because you're in front of the wheels, it just feels like the thing's going to tip over all the time. But it ain't going nowhere, dude. It ain't going nowhere. But it feels weird. Oh, the eyes closed. You know, it's Eric. Yeah. A lot of these people, Danes, don't know Eric and Arnold and shit. You know. I think Eric's gonna make some, you know, appearances here and there and tell me what to do. All right, let's go sweep this up a little. That's another break. Oh. Yes, I'm sit down sweeping. Why not? Ah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I was gonna pull them all first and then sweep, and then, you know, I got tired of that. I'm gonna sweep a little. We'll go back to pulling nails. Whatever. My bus, my project. No foreman, no supervisor. Nobody tell me what to do. Wait, what should I do? Oh, look at that. Rust stuff. Gross. Yeah, I gotta look that stuff up. They got all kinds of people got all kinds of methods of eating the rust, grind some of it off. I don't know. There's some crap. I don't remember exactly what it's called that people talk about a lot. OSH, OBSA. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like you got to have a rust neutralizer, like something that eats the rust, kills the rust, whatever, you know, and then you put, like, you know, your sealant, your Rust-Oleum, you know, like a base paint, you know, something to seal it up and then make it so it doesn't rust again. But first you got to get rid of the rust that's here, from what I understand. Which is, I don't know. I'm certainly not going to grind it. I have to. I came this far, but it would be nice to use a chemical for this type of thing. And I think there is. I think that's what that is. I got to look it up. I'm telling you, that forum, if any of you are doing this or get inspired and think about it, go on that forum. I'm not in any way compensated, non-affiliated, whatever. It's just really helped me. Skoolie, SKOOLIE.net. These dudes are awesome, man. That's where Trionis is from. He's got one of these too, same as mine. But the people on there are just the coolest ever, man. Everyone's just dedicated, you know, to converting these school buses. And you got some dudes on there, you'll figure out, you know, the answer. And you can see they've been doing this a long time. You can see by their posts. You got some guys that really know their shit, you know. I mean, I don't know anything. I'm a hack, but you got some guys, you know. all different backgrounds, you know, come from the school bus background, from truck background, you know, mechanical background, you know, motorhome, construction background. I mean, you got guys with all kinds of skills, but most important is you got guys that, you know these buses, man, that got the mechanical background, know the engines, the stuff, because that stuff, you know, is all new to me. I mean, I've worked on cars and whatnot. Was a mechanic when I was younger for a minute, but diesel and trucking and all this is freaking, man, never touched it, don't know nothing about it. So that's why I like plugging that Skoolie site. I don't even know who's in charge of it or what, but man, very, very helpful, dude, and just really cool people, man, you know? It's like, of all the forums I've been on and stuff, you know, it's kind of the opposite of Twitch. Dude, they're very chill over there, man. You know what it is? It's nice. Everyone's fucking grown-ups, dude. Yeah, you get a little friction and people argue. You can't talk car, you know, you can't talk mechanical shit without people having strong opinions, right? But there's no, you know, I haven't heard nobody talk about no one's mom, no one's sexuality, no one's, you know, race, no one's religion, you know, all the usual crap that you see on forums, you know. The conversation quickly devolves from what's the best soda to, you know, you fucking this, that, whatever, your mom's a fucking, you know. You don't see that on there, dude. Very cool, chill people, like, you know, all with the same goal, converting these buses. And the only friction ever is like just arguments over what they think is best. And it never, you know, not never, I'm sure there's been problems, but it seems like never gets personal. You know, people are, what can I say? People are fucking grown-ups on there. I love it, you know? People act correct, you know? I like that. It's nice. Well, I like trolls too, but, you know, we keep that on the right sites, you know? Yeah. And it's cool, man. Everybody posts, like, I got a thread on there for my build, and everybody posts those, so you can go through those. And, you know, I should have done more of that. But you can go through those and see like all what I'm doing. Every stage, people put pictures. They talk about what they did. They ask questions. You search on there. You know, shit. It's like every time I have a question, pretty much I search, and somebody's had it or answered it. Not always that great, and you know, like everybody, I don't always search as well as I should. I just go ahead and ask. But then again, people never. They don't really come out and like right away go. You know, some of these boards, you go on and you ask a question, and yeah, dude, I didn't search the whole thing. I missed it, whatever, and they jump right down your throat. Look, pal, that's been asked a million times. You know, they don't really do that on this board. You know, if they're like, it seems like if they just think you're wasting time, they just won't answer. That's it. You know, and that's the way it should be, dude. Why, you know, I don't know. I really like that message board, man. I've had a lot of fun on there, just looking at so much stuff, man. Oh, and it's cool because it's an interesting mix. Like I said, you got people that have like mad skills and are, you know, mechanical and like, you know, you can tell they've worked on, you know, these kind of machines for a long time or whatever, you know, their profession. I don't know what it is. So you got those guys, and then you got like hippie type people, you know, that just want to do the bus, man, and all. You know, it's like a whole mix of people on there. You know, weirdos like me, everything, and like everyone gets along. You know, or at least pretends to get along, which is, you know, what counts, the civility, right? So I like that site, man. Skoolie.net, SKOOLIE.net. Which, by the way, that's what this is called. When you convert, if any of my Twitch boys don't know, when you convert a school bus into something else, they call it a Skoolie. And it's surprising how long people have been doing this, man. You know? Well, the original Skoolie, I'll tell you guys, was in 1960. I can't remember the date. But a guy named Ken Kesey, and you might know him from oh my God, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's the guy that wrote that book, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You know, the movie with Jack Nicholson and Danny DeVito and you know, Doc Brown, Chris Lloyd was in it. A lot of guys. Great movie, man. Great story. But anyways, in the 60s, he was, you know, like one of these radical 60 type dudes, whatever. And they had a group called the Merry Pranksters. And there's actually a book about that called The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test, I believe by Tom Wolfe. Anyways, they got an old bus, which now would be really cool. It was a 1940, like 40 something or 50, early 50s Wayne school bus. I think it was a Wayne. You know, a cool looking old bus. And they painted it up. They called it Further. And what they would do is they would just go from town to town. And it was that, you know, now it's corny, but back then was a radical thing. Just freaking out the straight people, you know, kind of trying to expand consciousness and bring attention to shit. You know, that whole 60s vibe. But they were the ones that did it first. You know, it wasn't a corny cliche then. And they would go around, they'd had Kool-Aid with acid in it, right? I know it sounds Jim Jones-ish, but again, before all of that. And they wouldn't get people, straight people high. They would take the acid and then they would drive through, you know, go through the town. They'd take the acid and then go mix among the people. And, you know that whole 60s thing, trying to expand your mind, dude. But they converted this bus into their, you know, tour bus or whatever. So I would say that's the first Skoolie, man, because, you know, back then, not only was no one thinking of it, you know, they were hide your kids, hide your wife as soon as you rolled into town in a school bus and you weren't kids. I mean, that was pretty radical thinking back then. So I would say that's the father of all Skoolies. I could be wrong, but I think so. You never see it mentioned much. I don't know. People don't. I was a weird kid, man. I wasn't a child of the, well, sort of. I guess I was born in '69. I'm an old fart, but I didn't grow up in the '60s, man. But when I was a kid in the '80s, I was into a phase of a lot of that, you know, Hunter Thompson and these guys and shit. I read a lot of that stuff. But yeah, when I was a kid, I was a lot smarter. I read books. Then I got older and found cars and magazines and girls and said, "What books? Fuck books." What an idiot I was. An idiot for stopping reading books, not for reading books. Yeah, this is a fun project, dude. I'm so excited about this. I don't know. Hey, Trionis, I don't know if you're still there, man, but maybe I'll send you a message. Hey, dude, if you can take a picture of how you bypass these pipes, like what you did, I would appreciate it, man. Or keep me updated if you do rerun them. Because I just was under the front and I saw these connect all over under there. They go across to the other side. They go up underneath the driver's seat into that box. So I don't know that I need all that defroster up there, although when I first ice the window, I'm going to say, damn it, why don't I have a defroster? But I am worried about where to run these because I got the full pass-through storage. Probably go up over that if you can. I don't know. No, you can't because the inside of the storage is the bottom of the frame. So then I'll have these going through the middle where it'd be really hard to get to. And if they pop down there, I'm going to put a lot of stuff down there. I don't know. If I can just cut them out and find another way to defrost the window, that might be the best way. I want to see how you did them up there. But then I also worry that this is a lot of coolant. I don't know. I guess when the heater's not on, does the fluid flow through these all the time? Or are they cut? Is there like a cut switch back there, a bypass valve, so that they only are active when the heater's on? You know? Or are they always, in other words, am I taking out too much mass, cooling mass? These are big lines, dude. There's gallons of coolant probably in these two lines. So I don't know. A lot of weird questions there. But I do want to get rid of those lines, and you know that point is coming up pretty soon, man. I'm not going to start putting in the floor and building the walls until I know what I'm doing with the lines, right? So I got to figure it out. And I don't know why. Maybe I'm just being overly scared about rerouting them. It's probably no big deal. It just seems like, you know, I learned from working in a garage when I was a kid. This was back in the 80s, so, you know, I was working on cars from the 70s, 60s, 80s, you know, all over the place. And, which reminds me of this is an old style thing. But one thing was like, you get a car that's too old and grimy, you know, cleaning it up or changing hoses, you know, it's kind of, it's almost like the dirt is holding the car together. You know, like we used to have a saying, if this dude comes in and, he hasn't done no transmission service in, you know, 80,000, 100,000 miles, whatever, don't do a tranny service because the dirt in there is what's holding that fucking tranny together. You change that, you know, training filter, and you drop the pan and everything, and put clean fluid in, then the thing's gonna die within a few thousand miles. But that's what this kind of reminds me of, dude. Is these tubes and the way they're in, I just get scared. I start fucking with it, and then, you know, like one of these fittings is going to be kind of rusty, and I'm going to, you know, clamp on it. It'll crush a little bit. You know, it's not. I'm going to end up replacing everything, you know, probably. I mean, again, I'm probably just being overly scared. You know, how much are these hoses, too? These are anacondas over here. This is what I'm talking about, by the way, guys. These big, fat tubes, man. So they go up. Then they go back under because the emergency exit's right there. They go back under, then they come back out. Then right before the driver's seat up there, they go back under. And then see that little box right there? I think that's the heater core. Right next to the driver's seat. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little tiny box. But they, from underneath, I was just under there, they come back up under there, and then they also cross over to the other side and go up in the dash. I'm sure. I don't know what that's for. I'm not really sure, dude. You know? There's a panel on your driver. Oh, there is. Okay. And you cut them where they go back in the floor. Okay, drivers. All right. What's up, weapons grade? Oh, yeah. Fucking custodial. I'm waiting for you to come out and get everything set up, brother. You know, removed one panel, swept up, removed about 50 nails, man. It's all a process. What's in the Discord? You know, yeah, my super wonderful for Rust. Oh, CLR. Oh, and Rust. Oh, CLR. You know, I don't know if I've seen anybody use CLR in these. I saw it finally, man. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen anybody use CLR. That might be interesting. Cut the wires going back to the heater, which is gone, and wires that feed the booster flow. Oh my God! All right. Ooh, some Big Macs. Yeah, I still didn't get that audio fixed. I'm sorry. So don't do any text to speeches or anything. I gotta just redo the whole thing. Get rid of this banana and reset to defaults, man. Oh boy. All right. Now I gotta sweat. Let me get the rest of these nails out. Yeah, dude. I'll hit up that friend request, and like, if you got any picture of these, I just gotta work up to the balls to, you know, cut this and do it. You know, it helps a lot that you know, Trionis already did it, you know, and he can show me and tell me. So I got confidence. Hey, I'm not the first one, right? Nobody likes to be the first one. Now you got to get rid of those things. Man, this floor is bouncy. It's springy. In between these ribs, some of these are going to bounce up and down. Right, where did I leave off? Right here. All right. So we'll start pulling nails. Again, do I need to? I need to get new safety glasses or something. These are, I think, scratched right out. I can barely see what these things are. But a lot easier to see when it's cleaned up. That's for shizzle. Yeah, this one section of the bus, like right here, is really clean, like brand new, you know? Very shiny, silver. Everything else, rust. You guys were absolutely right on the form, dude. Just, I could feel the, you know, the size, the breathing, the, oh, dude, this question again, this guy again. Although everybody was very polite, but you guys are right, and I'm going to not be so polite. I'm going to tell everybody now. Anybody ask that shit, I'm going to say, dude, don't be dumb, pull the floor. And I'll show you why. Not that you're dumb, but I was almost as dumb as you're about to be. Just pull the floor. I mean, back-breaking work, and what's the worst that's going to happen? You find out that your floor is perfect, and you wasted, I don't know, a couple $100 on wood or something. Is that really that bad when you're doing this big renovation? No. Which I knew, and I just kept trying to talk myself out of it because I'm like, oh, I got to get this done fast, you know. Maybe I can save the wood. I'm not going to insulate. Fuck that. Always insulate. Always pull the floor, man. That's my learning. I learned it something today. Always pull the floor. Shit, custodial told me that, and he don't even know no bus stuff. I believe the exact words were half-stepping, man. No half-stepping, baby. If you're going to do all of this, do it right. Oh, man. Wow. What the hell is that nail sucked into? Holy shit. Oh. Definitely put your foot on top of nails like that. Where the hell did he go? Yeah. Otherwise, that pressure, it's going to zing. I don't care if you're wearing safety glasses. It still could come in and hurt you bad. Damn. That's weird how some of these nails are laid over, like they put them in and ow, ow, ow. Bend them over. Like, I don't know how to do that like that. What is this? There's actually a hole in the floor here where it's cracked. Like, but there's no rust here, which is really, I don't know. Would you say disturbing? I might. And what is this? This doesn't even feel like sheet metal. Weird. I think I will put some kind of patch over that. Call it finished. I don't see any rust underneath. That's really weird though. What is that? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like everything, we'll just figure it out. Oh boy. That one I really have to stand up and get to. Damn, there's a lot of that. Oh boy. This is some monster rust right here, baby. Ooh. Get in these nails. Woo-hoo. Ow, ow, ow. Ah. Wow, that's like liquid wood now. That is some floppy stuff like rubber. What the hell is this? What that is? Hammer that in a little bit. Ah, I just ripped the head off that thing. Damn it. Ah. Woo. Got those two out. Nice. One stand up nail over there. Buckle. All right. Oh, yeah. These glasses are old. I can barely see through these things. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, this is thicker metal these are in, that's why. Maybe not. Ah. You know, I was reading some other people said that that one just went down my butt there. That the nail heads where the heads are pulled off, or you grind them off, just leave them sticking up. Do your rest stuff, and then when you put because I'm going to put a 1/2 inch foam, when you put the foam down, they kind of hold the foam in place, and the foam will just go right over it. There may be something to that. Jeez, I can't see shit with these glasses. Ugh. Ow! Ah! See? Hurt my thumb again. Damn it. Wow, a lot of nails in here. Yeah. All right. Oh shit, there is a piece of wood back here too. All right. One more piece. One more piece. Forgot about this little piece. That was my footrest. Get some ice on this damn thing. All right. Ah. Yeah, it's all right too. Oh, man. Woo! You like the shirt, Cuddly? Arranged dressing is a blessing. Yeah, I should go get a tetanus shot. Do they sell those at CVS? The at-home tetanus shot. This thing is cool, man. Look at this. I don't know. You still there, Travis? Look at this. I got. It goes in the Sawzall. It's a wire. It's actually a nylon brush. I was gonna use it to clean the rail, but they have a wire one, and now that I know there's rust, maybe I'll try that. Or just get a wire wheel like everybody else. Oh. Ah. Of course, this board is all good, huh? I'm having flashbacks to yesterday. Oh, man. Ah. I don't see another nail. Where's that? All right. Oh, the big dog. Shit, I don't want to go get that. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh, gotta watch that thumb. Oh, yeah. That's the best noise, that pop. That means you popping fresh up in here. Woo! There we go. You Anderson, get the hell out. Woo! Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Catch that snot. Oh, you can't see the snot right. Ah! Hey, you want to see? Want to see what we're doing here? Put this over here. You can get. Ow! Ow! It even hurts to move the camera. There. It's holding out, but yeah. Ah! Glass fail. Ah! All right. scaring me over there. Maybe this. Yeah. There. Oh. Ah. Yeah, see, I just don't want to. I don't want to jack those pipes up over there. So, a little tiny bit of finesse, not a lot. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Oh. No, I wish I had the Hulk here. All right. This is the point where using swab would be a good idea. I'll take this one. Just because it's hitting the edge here, so it'd be a good idea to. It's hitting the rail when I try and lift it out, making my life difficult. Check our depth again. Just a head job. Yeah. Now we can angle this better. Maybe get her out. Ow, oh, whoa, whoa. Emergency, emergency. All right, let's see what's in here now. Wow, that's some rust in the back bucket there. Woo. Ah. Get out. Right. All right. Whew. All right, for the most part, I think nails out. Woo. There's a nail. All right, I gotta get grinding discs. Right. We'll grind off those two in the front so I can do that. I think I need a new producer. Boo Boo's not waking up in time. All right. Let's sweep her up here and see what we got. Where's my broom? There he is. I gotta chop up all that wood to throw it out, I think. Yeah, they're not gonna just take it. No. Just take it, Jeff. Fucking garbage case. Come on. Just take it. I guess if I get a wood burning stove, that could be my fuel. Right. I don't think burning plywood is a good idea. Oh, I'm only kicking up all that rust here. Let's not brush too vigorously here. Loosen my drawers. Let me go outside. See what's what out here. Trash can. trash can lined up. Yeah, that's one good thing about the front engines is you get that nice big back exit door. Like you can just sweep and hose shit right out the back. This little side door has like a lid. Ah, this is forward. I need to keep a dust mask on at all times here. That's a lot of just dirt. Like straight up dirt, dude. On the ground. Like soil. You know? I mean, enough that I can grab it with my hands. I'm trying not to get a lot of screws and shit, nails on the driveway. You know, one new tire for the car can negate a lot of safety today. Oh, man. Whew. All right. We have now all the wood, except for that very front piece, out of the bus. Hooey. Hooey. What's up, Slammer? Thirdly, what's happening, boys? Oh, man. That was something. These glasses are just freaking hammered, man. Try and clean them again, but I think they're just scratched up. About tired. Need to get some water. How long have we been working this morning? A couple hours? What, 20 minutes of work and 2 hours of talking? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, maybe, huh? Give me the plate. Steal a palm tree. Oh, I don't know where you're seeing palm trees. Go ahead, they ain't mine. That's the neighbor's palm trees. I don't like palm trees, man. I've had enough of those, especially out here. Hooey, 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 hoo. Yeah, a little vacuuming might be good. Although, you know what? I don't know that I want to get all this rust up in my vacuum. That shit is like cancer, that rust. Oh, man. Hooey. What's next? Hose time. Oh, man. I'm scared of those hoses, bro. Oh, hose? You mean the heater hoses, or you mean hosing out the inside? I was just thinking of that because in reading over what some people are doing, I don't know. People wash this out, you know. Which at this point, why not? You know, why shouldn't I hose it out? Or do I take? Now, I don't want to put any water in the walls. You know. Here, check this out, Trionis. What do you think? The rust won't hurt. You think it won't? Swifter. Sure. I'm gonna do that with Rick and Morty. I get swifty with it, right? Hey, Trionis, see this? The bottom. That looks very structural to me. People don't take that out, right? Not that rail, but the very bottom wall. See those big? I think we just take out this part, right? The silver, and then whatever's down there, you just spray into. So I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Because that does not look like something you want to take off. Those are like sealed up rivet type things, you know? But this metal's got to come off. I think you just drill these out and they pop out, and then big pain in the ass, but not as. I don't think anything from here on is going to be labor, frustration, you know, that kind of pain in the ass more than that would. I'm hoping, anyways. There'll be a lot of decisions and thinking and like, oh shit, how should I do this? But as far as labor, dude, that unless I try and lift the bus up myself, right, Barry? Yeah, above the chair rail. That's what I thought. Yeah, you can't. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh boy. Did you send me some pictures, dude? How you do? Oh man. See, cut it there. I mean, well, you know what? I guess until I figure out what I'm doing, what do you think it is, Tron? Is what if I just took those hoses off right there? Can you see? Right there where they start, and just put a small piece of hose from one of those to the other. Wouldn't that be a bypass? I think that would work, dude. Uh-oh. The rivets are hard. uh, estimated time of completion? Another 2 weeks. I don't know. I was shooting for October 1st, but might slip to November, you know, early December something. You know, not in a huge hurry, but kind of. I want to get this done, man. So, yeah, I mean, we're moving along pretty good, you know, getting shit sort of done. Yeah, I wonder if can I just bypass them right there, dude? There's just a million of them, right? Yeah. Right, you use the air chisel, right? And I saw a video, a couple guys doing it. I think it looked like the easiest way was they get like a center punch point, you know, in the air chisel and bang through the middle of all of these, and then they come back with a flat chisel and just brant, 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 brant. I'm sure you saw the same video the guy did one whole panel in like 5 minutes, but I don't know about that. What's underneath that metal? I should go look. Underneath that metal uh, fitting right there, is the other side metal and then hoses are connected to the other side? So if that's the case, then just, yeah, from underneath, undo them and put like a T in there. Or even use that metal plate, just turn it, you know, mount it underside. I guess I got to look under there and see. But yeah, I guess if I do that, you know, for now. And then, yeah, you're right, man. And then I got time to worry about what I'm going to do with the hoses, if anything. Yeah, screw it. We'll do it, man. We'll do it. Yep, that's it. It works perfect. Yeah, it's a hollow chamber in front of your radiator. Bang through the middle. Cuddly just wants us to make a bang bus. What do you mean bang through the middle? I got to get some ice on this thing. All right, so maybe that's the next. Dude, if you could send me a picture of what you did, I'd love it. But I'm gonna look at this. That's probably the next thing. You're right. These things are just in the way, even of sweeping, let alone scrubbing out and grinding. I'll get rid of these. So the next thing is going to be remove the heater hoses. Right? The heater hosen, the lederhosen. Oh, no, the very next thing is going to be getting those seatbelt bolts out, man, and that last piece of wood up there. That's I can't even see them underneath, dude. So I'm just going to grind them off. I got to get metal cutoff wheels for my grinder. I only have I don't know why I have masonry ones. I can't remember what I was doing. Then I'm going to pull these out. You said there's an access panel right there. There's no way I got to cut these to get them out, because how'd they get them in? And they're a changeable item. Hey, Trionis, how much? Oh, that's cool, bro. That's cool. I mean, I'll look under there. I'll take a picture. If you don't mind, dude, if I got a question, I'll just send you a picture and say, hey, dude, what do I do with this here, man? How much coolant came out when you? when you disconnected them, dude. These things are full of coolant, I imagine, right? I wonder if it helps to like disconnect them up front and hold them up. So will it drain back or will it not? I don't know. Is it gonna be just flowing everywhere? I don't know. What are you gonna do, dude? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get into there. That's a good point, man. I'm glad you pushed me in this direction because yeah, I got to get rid of these things before I start putting chemicals down here and painting. They're just a pain in the ass in the way. All right. So that's gonna be the thing. I'm gonna look at that, figure out how to bypass that. I'm gonna do what Trionis said and just do it from underneath there. Then at the same time, get out that wood up there by cutting off those bolts, and then we're starting on the sidewalls, man. We're just moving. What is I don't know if you know what are these triangles doing actually? Are they actually holding in the window frames more or the wall? I think they're holding in the window frame mostly because the way they seat up there. I know that you got these strange washers, and they get away with some crappy finish because it's just a school bus. I mean, oh, right on it. They hold the windows in. Oh, okay. Ga- Gallons. Oh boy, that's what I was afraid of. Got to take the panel off in the belly bay. Okay, so I got to crawl in there, right under there. They take those off, and then gallons are going to come out. So I guess, shoot, I don't know. All right, I guess when we take it off back here, just have a big bucket ready. Would you say, like 20 gallons? No way, dude. Really? 20 gallons. That's a lot of coolant, dude. All right. So, did it drain your whole radiator? I'm gonna be ready with a quick. Actually, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't clamp those hoses. That's probably not a good idea. Maybe though, like a rubber clamp. Clamp the hoses. Those look pretty big to do that too, though. I mean, it's cold, so the coolant's not gonna burn me, right? So I just take them off and stuff them into a tea real quick. Then it's just what's in these lines, which could be substantial, dude. Right? Could be. Oh, really? Yeah, I got to put my daughter to work. I got to put my kids to work, man. They got to get into this program here, man. Oh, get them holding stuff up in the air, doing crap. All right, I'm going to get on those next. Right now, I don't think. Because I can't take the camera out there to. I'm going to have to set up an outdoor camera on this one. Yeah, I got to get those out. All right, sorry, I'm just thinking. And then hose the floor. Did you hose your floor out, dude? Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. It's coolant like in a car, right? Yeah. It's very sweet smelling, tasting. I think the dog's liking it. It'll kill him for sure. What did you hose out your pan and do all that and scrub it like people do, or did you just put stuff on it? And I mean, at this point, I don't think there's any problem getting this thing full of water. It's just down to the metal. And then, just sweep it out and dry it and coat it. I wonder if I can get over there. Look at this. This one's a trip. I got a hole in my floor here, right? That's not from rust. Let's see if this will make it over here, man. All right, so check this hole out here. Can you see that? Okay. Look here. Like, it's cracking the metal. It's like cracking like it's plastic or something. And I wonder what happened there. I don't know. But there's no rust here. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I just cover it over with fiberglass or a piece of metal, drill it, screw it in, and that's it. Seal it, and we're done. That's a weird one. No rust, and there's something must have hit it, maybe from underneath. Maybe they went over something. I don't know. I'm not sure what that could be, man. Ugh. Oh, getting the panels out first. Yes, yes. Yes, I got the kids godly. You're one of my kids, little godly bear. Oh, man. Yeah, can you believe it? There's more of me. I reproduced. All right, I'm going to patch that. Not a problem. Clean this floor. Get those done. What time is it now? Maybe I'll cut it and come back to it later today, man. Yeah. Oh, it's only 9 in the morning. Look at that. Yeah, we got lots of time. But don't push it too much today. I'll get crazy. Flex Seal. Oh, for sure. Nah, man, it's a bus, not a boat. That guy cracks me up, dude. That Flex Seal. There's smart guys there. They where he puts it on the screen and then he puts that as the bottom of the boat and he's all out there looking like Chris Christie, big guy like me. Like, oh, look, it seals. That stuff actually works pretty good. That's pretty good stuff, that Flex Seal. Even though it's infomercial stuff, yeah. I think somebody was telling me what they do. That company, that guy and another guy, I guess, are partners. They just follow the weather and the storms, you know. So whenever there's an event happens, whatever, that's where they put their commercials, you know, big time. They just pound that area and they just make, you know, millions in sales, which I don't know, sounds kind of scummy, but also really smart, you know. It's crazy. That's the world of capitalism. That's how it works. But that stuff works pretty good. I've used it for other, you know, the spray stuff. It's a pretty good coating. I don't know if Flex Seal on the bottom of this. I'm not sure. Maybe. I think it needs more than that, dude. See what I need to do now is patch all these holes, which people do some crazy stuff like glue pennies down. I'm not about different metals and pennies glued to the floor. I think if I just cap those with just put a bead of caulk on them. That's it, you know, just some kind of caulking or even liquid nails, something just to seal them up. And then I put the foam on top of it. It's going to be a done deal. I don't know that you need to glue anything on top of these holes, especially the nail holes. I mean, the nail holes are like that. Can you see that in there? That's a tiny hole. These seat holes are pretty decent sized holes, you know. But these nail holes they're nothing, man. I'm just going to caulk over them. That's it. Oh, look who's here. He's Arnold, my baby brass. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh no, dude. There's no that Flex Seal. There's no comparing that to caulk, dude. Especially for what you're trying to do, dude. There's no. It's not caulk, dude. For a coating, like we were using it as like a rubberized coating for, you know, we were making some prototype stuff and everything. And sorry, I just picked my nose. And it's really cool because it gives that seal and that rubberized kind of coating, and it holds up a lot better. Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on, man. Oh my God, dude, this guy driving me crazy. It holds up a lot better than you know, a lot of things. But yeah, dude, for sealing gutters, doors, windows. I mean, yeah, dude, get a silicone caulk made for that for sure. You know, outdoor, 30 years. Uh, Hold on, I gotta let baby Bras in. I hear you. You want water or something? Sure. Get me. Ah, what's up? Well, look at there, man. Stream's on right now. It's fucking spotless, no nails, no wood. Oh, wow. Uh,
Yeah, there's a couple right here. It looks good. It's weird. All these holes, you can see the ground.
Oh yeah, the ones without the heads, I'm not doing anything about yet. I might just leave those. Yeah. Oh, you're listening? Okay. Say hello, brother. Everybody's asking where's the baby.
Hello, brother.
Where's Arnold? Get him over here. Yeah, brother. This is my brother Arnold. I'm Eric Schwarzenpepper. I'm retarded. You know, slow down. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Oh. Take these things off.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Oh, I hear you, bro. Oh no, my brother's been doing his own shit, renovating that house, painting.
Oh my god,
it's been a construction couple months here.
It's the whole thing. I pretty much did the whole house. Let me show you
the whole thing: flooring, stairs, painting.
Oh yeah,
I didn't help him with nothing.
He didn't help me, but that's okay. We don't want this. All right. Actually, when he came to help me, he electrocuted himself.
I did. I
painted. Look, I painted my garage. Yeah. It's just a little Peasley one-car garage. Go fuck yourself.
Oh.
I painted the walls.
That looks good, man.
Yeah. I put the shelves up where the shelves need to go.
Keep it like that, dude. That is organized. Look at that.
Well.
You know what'll keep it like that? Start parking your car in there, dude. And then you have no room for it. I know. It sucks. Dude, it wouldn't fit in my garages either when I first moved in here. When I had the Expedition, it wouldn't fit.
Comments, anybody? Yes, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
Ventification.
Hi.
12-car garage building. Yeah, Khazar, there's no such thing as 12-car garage in Israel.
Listen.
It doesn't exist.
Listen. Dude, that movie Hachi, I told you about.
Stop telling me about sad dog.
Why? There's a Chinese restaurant down the street called Hachi.
I know, we ate there, dude.
Yeah. I didn't put that together.
You were with us, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there. I didn't put that together.
Yeah, we went with the kids. That was that cool Japanese joint.
Anybody out there seen a movie called Hachi? Yeah. Saddest movie.
Oh, and it's a movie about a dog. Oh, and it's
the dog that waits at the train station for 10 years for his owner.
So the Asian restaurant
Hachi
is the name of a dog?
It's called Hachi, yeah. I just took a picture of that while I was
no racial connotation, whatever, but that's bad.
Listen.
That's bad.
I'm not saying nothing, but I'm
not saying nothing. Hey, I didn't name it Hachi.
Boy, that was some storm, I'll tell you.
Dude, did it rain hard over there? Dude, it came down.
Did it rain hard? I thought my house was going to fucking come out.
But it's so quick, like 10, 15 minutes. But it was that rain that hits the windows. It sounds like hail. Like the drops are so big.
Like somebody was like doing a hose on the side of your house.
Yes, yeah.
No, it was not minutes. It lasted hours at my house. And
really?
Yeah, I opened the door. My dog had to go pee, and he looked outside, and he was like,
"It can't be that different." Well,
he don't like a rain.
I only noticed the hard rain for like 5-10 minutes, and then I guess it kept raining because I just went to sleep, man. But I ran out here.
Oh, yeah. Dirtily saw it. Isn't that the saddest fucking movie ever? I cried for like fucking an hour nonstop. What's the feels? You ain't got the feels.
Hachi ate hot dog. Did he eat hot dogs, Hachi?
Do you got feels?
Is custodial know what he's talking about? Or
no, this guy ain't got feels about nothing, Prosh. You think this movie's going to make him cry? He's going to sit there and laugh.
No, this guy here, Hachi ate hot dogs. Did he see the movie? Did they feed him hot dogs in the movie?
Yeah.
So, what, did he just look that up, or does he?
But in the movie, in real life, the dog was in China. There's a real statue of the dog.
Where's the movie set?
The movie's here in the U.S. The owner was Richard Gere.
Oh, the anglicized.
No. They did it. They did it good. They did it good. Listen.
Why? Because we wouldn't be concerned about Asian people or something? That's so racist. Why they got to make it American? They're fucking crazy. No, you know what? I'm just talking shit because I hate movies where they have a dog or kids and make you cry because it's like cheating. It's too easy. Yes, I'm going to cry my eyes. I hate those. I don't, like you said, I don't watch the Marley movie.
Purpose.
I stay away from those.
I was forced into watching this movie and I regretted it.
Yeah, see, you can't get it out of your head. That's why I hate those movies, man. It's cheating, bro. It's too easy to make you
sad. Like that episode of Futurama. I think it's called Jurassic Dog or something. Where, Fry's dog waits for him at the pizzeria forever. Oh, yeah. That episode made me cry, and it was a cartoon.
Dude, you've been talking about that episode forever. That really made an impact. And me too. Yeah, I agree with
That's
you.
That's what this was. It was a 2-hour version of that episode. It was very
The
destructive.
dog just standing there. Dude, did he have his leash in his
Oh
mouth?
shit! I forgot I had lunch today.
Oh, you have lunch. What are you drinking?
He didn't have no leash, dude. He would escape every day from the house
Wow.
and go and meet the guy when he heard the train pulling up.
What's this? What do you got there?
There's a green drink.
With some chia pets in there or something? You got some seedlings in there. What is it?
What is it?
Inside there, you got some ground,
yeah.
You put some chia.
Oh, that's raspberry seeds.
Oh, raspberry. Nice. He's got the lunch, and he parked outside the gate. He's got to have an escape plan.
Listen,
I don't blame him.
Listen.
Oh my God, Braz. Dude, look
what we got at home. He's not very happy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is he wearing the thing? What happened?
I think he burned his paws. It was so fucking hot.
So what? Oh, he's biting his paws now?
Well, one of his pads got like a little injury on it, so he keeps licking it and it won't heal.
Oh, man.
So I put the fucking Neosporin. I got the special Neosporin with the 3 antibiotics.
Oh.
Because it started to smell a little funky. Oof. But no, it's much better now.
Yeah, you know, Bourbon, you know, Arla, he's been doing that lately, dude, the past, like, month or two. Like, chewing on his paws all the time, like, nonstop licking and chewing and licking. He's not bleeding out of him, but it's like, dude, stop already. Are you nervous? Are you itching? Is it the bad weather? I don't know what the hell to do with him.
Oh, yeah, for sure Custodio saw that movie. All right, you got to do, let's do some stuff here while I'm here, dude. What you want to do? Let's pull some panels and take it off before it gets hot. It's very muggy today because it was raining fucking crazy.
Wait a minute. Hachi had lasers to stop the train?
Oh, yeah, attached to his head.
Wait, Richard Gere falls on the train tracks? Oh, because then I was going to see it. That would be cool. If Richard Gere gets run over by a train, that's awesome.
That's why this movie was great, because it wasn't about Richard Gere. He was just the owner.
Yeah, that's like...
and they used the cutest fucking dog.
One of my favorite movies, The Descendants, bro. Remember I told you about that one? With what's his name? Clooney? But he's actually good in that. But I like that movie because it's the same thing. It's about the wife dying, but it's not really about the wife at all. She's only in it for 5 seconds in the whole movie, dude. For 10 seconds. But it's, you know, it's about her dying, but she's not really, you know, it's about her, but it's not really about her. Oh, watch out, this is your phone up here, dude. It's gonna be... Isn't that funny, dude? It goes in the little thing.
Can I put it in my jigsaw?
Maybe. I don't know. You'd sorted that.
What'd you get this for?
I was gonna clean these rails. No, not. Ew, don't put no. I was gonna clean because I tried cleaning them here, just with a cloth, and they're a pain in the ass, dude.
Cloth? You need a degreaser, dude. That's all you need.
Yeah, and a degreaser. I did that. This is the crud remover. Look, it did do it, but this took a lot of scrubbing, and it's still in the corner. So I figured if I use that, just go.
That's cool. I never seen a brush.
You know why I bought it? You know exactly why I bought it. Because I never seen one like this, and I thought it was funny that it goes into Sawzall. Isn't that funny, dude? Look, that looks like something you'd see on a Saturday Night Live skit.
If it was metal bristles, that'd be better.
They got that too.
You should get that one.
No, because I didn't want to take off this paint. I didn't want to really jack it up.
Why? Who cares? It's not going to be seen.
Well, because then it's going to rust. It's got a coating on it already.
Then you put kills on it.
Oh, my God.
Kills the whole fucking
You're
truck.
right. I'm sorry. I should have got it. I'm going to get I was thinking of getting the metal one for doing the rust stuff. For, like, scrubbing up this rust.
Man, this is disgusting. All right, let's take panels off. Come on. These.
No.
These.
No.
These are already loose. Get a box.
I was about to...
Get a box for all these screws so you don't lose them. And mark them. Top panel. Bada boom.
Really?
Well, yeah, dude, you got 5 million screws here. You're going to put the wrong ones in the wrong place, and then you're going to end up with the wrong set for the wrong thing.
He's making me work.
I don't know. I'm here for a limited time.
Thank you.
I got a lunchicus date. You know, you want to work.
You don't want to work and then go to lunch date. You're going to be stinky. And...
Listen, Brash, it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah?
I can get stinky and go home and take a shower.
Are you sure?
No.
I appreciate the help. Thank you,
Of course, young man.
Did you bring this floor plan you drew when you left it home?
Picture of it.
I can't look at that picture. I'm going like this. I thought you were going to bring the paper. We could set it up and go, oh. Okay, we
Tell
can
me
floor
bring
plan
paper. I would have brought paper.
Oh, yeah, I've been thinking a lot of, and now that the
Yeah,
roof's
this is-
out, the floor
wow,
plan
this
might
is-
change.
You got to plug these holes or you're going to sink.
Oh yeah. Oh, remember what I told you about dropping the floor for the
Oh
shower?
my God, do you see the heat?
No.
Look on the ground.
See the heat lines?
Yeah. You can see
Oh
it.
yeah, I can barely see it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, barely see it. This whole square is just...
You're at a different angle than me. Yeah, I see it now. I can see the ripples.
Oh my God, let me show them this, dude.
I don't know if that's gonna capture.
You guys see the heat ripples?
I don't know if it's gonna capture. Let's get that mirage.
It's that's the, you know, the light coming in there, but you could see the heat like...
Oh yeah, the Reese's shirt. Show them the pits.
Dude, oh my God, this is so hot, dude.
Okay, now check this out.
Ah!
No,
This is-
move your hand. No. Oh my God.
What? Where? Even this is hot.
That and that.
This isn't hot.
No, see, it just started.
Well, there's air behind her.
So look, here, no, don't put your hand on the window anymore. Use your other hand now. Use your other hand, but don't touch the window. Touch the wall first.
This
Bottom
one?
of the wall.
This
No,
one?
no, yeah, up by the window there. Yep,
It's hot.
it's hot. Now touch the window.
It's way hotter.
Well, you know what, dude? After the day, because it takes longer to transmit through the
Well,
metal,
yeah,
I
the
think.
metal warms up. No, yeah.
I
The
came in
metal's
at
gonna
the
get
end
hot.
of the day, dude, and that was almost as hot as the windows.
Dude, I couldn't even do these buttons the
Which
other
was
day.
but dude, the wall
It
was
was so
almost as hot
hot.
as the windows, and same with that up there.
It's
That metal at the top, and you know where it stops being hot? Right where the white line is, where the roof starts being white. So
oh, really?
feeling that wall be almost as hot as that window really made me say, all right, dude, I got to insulate these walls.
Absolutely. You gotta freaking...
And then I got that trick for the window that's going to be on the outside. It's going to work.
All right, so let's take off some panels and see what you get.
Oh, the audio is trash with high frequency.
You took the rubber off the
You got to work.
Took the rubber off the hubcaps.
Oh, yeah, dude. As soon as I pulled the wood up, it was the easiest rubber ever to get off. The rubber just came up like a balloon with because it was attached to the wood. So it lifted the whole rubber up. That was the easiest part of getting the wood out. Was lifting that rubber off. Yeah, and also people do that. What was I going to ask you though? Oh, remember the shower idea of dropping the shower in the floor? Of course, somebody's done that. I saw already.
Dropping the shower in the
People
floor.
already talked. Yeah, all these ideas.
Or making it sunken.
Make it sunk a little to get the height. Somebody.
What? How do you do that? You gotta cut the metal.
Yeah, you cut the metal and then.
What's underneath? Is there bars going across?
Yes. Well, you can see like where these are. There's ribs that
there's
go across all the way. See them?
every one of these is a rib.
Yeah. See that here? Not in between. You can see it there, but see.
Yeah, so
Walk down
here
the-
too.
Yeah. Walk down the line. See all the
And
lines,
then one here too.
and you follow it. It goes
So
all the way around.
There's horizontals going across.
It goes like this. Boom, 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 boom. There's a rib.
Is there ones going this way too?
Not really. No. They go around. I mean, it's metal and it's held together, and then it's bolted to the frame. The frame rails are right there in the middle.
So if you're
They're
gonna
real
sink
close.
it in, like you either gotta go in between.
You got to go in between two of those.
Yeah, because you can't cut and reroute one of those ribs.
I wouldn't cut a rib. No, these ribs are what make this
Is there a
safe for
spot
kids.
under here?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a roll cage.
Oh, it's perfect sizing too. It's right between the ribs.
I know. That's what that one guy did. What's that guy's
It's right between the ribs.
roll with it or whatever? That young couple from New York. That's what they did. I think is use that. But I don't want to use that because look, dude. Remember we
Are
tried
you
to draw
sure
it?
it's 6'2"? This is 6'2".
Yes. The metal part. Yeah, that's 6'2".
Yeah, dude, this is.
Well, it's 6.
I mean,
It's taller now.
What is this white substance?
I don't know. It's almost 6'3" because I took out a ½ inch plus the rubber, maybe 3/4 of an inch from the floor.
All right, where's the drill?
But I really want it on the side.
Cover those windows back up again.
I know. It's gonna maybe rain again. I don't know. The cardboard just fell off.
All right, well, fuck it then. Custodial wants me to smoke a cigarette.
Oh, cigarette smoker.
That's what he said. Did you have these open?
No, this one was open.
Oh, was it wet?
Well, I came out and I shut the door there and the back door here, and unplug the cord and check things, you know, when it started raining.
Yeah.
And I saw this was open, but with all the crap that was in here, and I was in my slippers, I'm like, I'm not going in there. I'm going to fuck my foot up. Said, fuck it. We'll see how much leaks in. Because there's no more floor anyways.
Yeah.
So there was like a wet spot right there and some moisture right here,
You know,
but it
actually,
wasn't
the
too
air
bad.
right now is not that hot. It's actually nice.
It's the humidity, dude.
It's moist. Everything is moist.
Yeah.
This is the gas tank?
Yeah, that's the fuel filler, and then that's the tank right in that access hole right there.
Put that floor plan picture up. I sent it on your phone, didn't I?
Yeah, you can't see it on there though, dude. It's all like this big, and then when you make it bigger, you can't. I want the paper.
My friend drew that one. I didn't know that.
I want the paper.
The feels, bro.
So you know what I got to do now? Where you were listening, this guy Trionis on here is from that forum. You know, he has the same bus as me, man. And check it out. So he said,
Skoolies?
yeah, he has the exact same bus. So look at this, dude. Did you hear what we were talking about? We were talking about this, dude. Is the next project.
What? No, I didn't hear that.
To reroute these lines right here. These are heater lines. They're full of coolant. They go all the way up to the front, just for the driver heater and the defroster. He said underneath here, he just bypassed it. It's a great idea, dude, right now to just get these out of here because either way, I don't want them running through the bus anymore. Because he's right. What if I have an accident? They burst.
Yeah,
they
why not
leak?
do it underneath?
That's the plan. But instead of
Why
trying to
didn't they initially do it underneath?
I don't know, because this is easier. And I think they also, I don't know, dude. I don't know why. This was easier. What was I going to say?
Do you have this key?
No, I don't know what's in there either. I might. I have a little key. I don't think it's that one. But
it has screws. I think the screws come off and the whole thing.
I'm sure, yeah.
Can I open some screws, man?
No, listen. I think we need to get that out of here and done so I can get that hose out before we start doing this floor and everything because it's just in the way, dude. It's a major hassle.
Yeah, look, they did it underneath here where the kids walk.
Yeah, for the emergency door. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said there's a panel in the under compartment that you undo up like this, and then that drops down. The hose goes through a little compartment right there. There's like a panel you can take off on there.
Yeah, well, why didn't they just do panel the whole fucking thing? Fucking retards.
Well, you got some issues, dude. First of all, it's not so easy. You got two wheel wells. You can't just run those hoses at the top of the wheel well. They're going to fall down, or the rocks will hit it, or the thing, you know. So it has to come to the middle of the frame here. You've also got, these are the drive wheels. So you got the engine, you got a drive shaft, you got the differential there for the wheels.
Oh, the engine's right there.
The engine's right here, yeah. So that, and then if you have a front engine, then you got a drive shaft going all the way down the middle.
Dude, that's right. I didn't even think about that. There's nothing up here. You're just like right in the front.
You're right in the front. It's like a VW bus, man. A little bit more metal, but yeah, you're pretty much right up there, man. But I still wouldn't be afraid to plow into any car on the road, except like another bus or tractor.
Behind you, pushing you.
Oh, dude, it's a full solid frame from front to back. You know, it's yeah, this is a big vehicle, dude. A lot of weight. So yeah, I want to get those hoses out of here. What do you want to do? Did you want to get these top panels off? I don't care. We can do that.
I don't know why I squat. Like sometimes when I come in here, I go like this. Like I can stand all the way in the side.
Yeah, you can stand all the way to the edge.
But I always go like this. I don't know why.
See, I can stand actually without the floor, and I can stand to like right here. But the middle's great now.
Yeah, I can go all the way to the end.
See, I gained. Yeah, we gained like 3/4.
So if you raise the floor like a ½ inch, then I'll be able to go from like right here.
I'm raising the floor an inch from where it is right now. Because I'm going to do a ½ inch insulation and a ½ inch subfloor.
It's not a big deal at all. Dude, for what it is, it's traveling from.
And that's going to be a lot of insulation, even though it's not a big, thick R value. Because of all the things in the bus, the floor was the coolest, even with just the old wood in here. Like I put my hand on everything, the wood is much better insulator than all this metal. And even though this has back behind insulation, all this stuff was still way hotter than the floor. So the floor with a little, even a ½ inch of foam, I think is going to be really nice. The big decision is, do you do it loose, like where you just glue the foam to the floor, and then you just put the boards on top, you know, the subfloor plywood, Or do you? Some people do like this. They run stringers down the edge, of wood, like furring strips, and then they put the foam in between those, and then they put that way they can screw the boards down. But I don't know.
I don't know either.
More stuff to think about. Watch where you're walking. Some things to think about, man.
Think about it. Think about it. All right, let's go to McDonald's.
Red Guard, yeah.
Oh, who's hungry?
Oh, these cams here?
Oh,
Trading. Oh my God. Homeboy's calling out your glasses. What's Amazon trading glasses? Why is he saying that? What are those? What is that?
I got them at TwitchCon.
What? They say Amazon.
Yeah, because Amazon was a sponsor. They had a little booth there.
Oh, really?
You were too busy looking at all the alternativas.
Oh, yeah. What is trading? Ow, my thumb. I got to put some ice in it.
I don't know, but I saw a promo for a video on YouTube where this guy bought a pallet of returned Amazon items.
Yeah.
For like really cheap, and he was unboxing it.
Oh, really? Did you drink all my water? Jeez.
What do we got here in the stock market? What's going on with the stacks? Well, let me check your cell gene for you since you're not checking it. Oh my God, 8521.
Oh, I gotta go south.
You gotta go south. Well, it's not 8521 right now. Right now it's 8420. But it hit 8521 this morning.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Yeah, put your sell order in. Do it.
Yeah, all right. And now we switch over to stocks and cocks. Let's get it done.
Yeah, you handle the stocks. Let's see what was
all right.
The cocks.
Oh, I don't have my Tinder sound effect anymore.
Oh, I have the real
or
one.
my what's it called? Not Tinder. Is it Tinder? What's that called, dude?
Tinder.
No,
this
is Tinder.
Oh, I didn't play the same.
Oh, this is that kid's phone. I don't want this. Where's my phone?
Oh yeah, I'll cut that.
Ow, 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 ow. Man. Look, I got actually a bruise on there. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
That's a bump. It was really weird. There was a big, long, raised line along here, like a tendon thing. That was kind of scary right after it happened.
How do you take rivets out?
Rivets?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were talking about that. From what I've seen, the ones on the sidewall, these little ones right here, I forgot what the guy said, like a 3/16. You get a drill bit, and you basically just drill out the center, and then the way he was doing it, these little round pieces like suck up onto the drill. Yeah, and so then he has the drill bit with a whole row of them on there, like as he's going along.
Okay.
And then these ones up here are much more substantial, and so far from the methods I've watched, the best one seems to be, I got my air chisel,
Yeah.
So you get a pointy chisel, and you just go along and you pop in the middles. You just pop in all the middles. Then you take a flat chisel, and you just go, bah, bah, bah. This guy did it, and he had a little timer. It was about 5 minutes a panel to get all of them out of one panel.
All right, let's get started. You got the parts?
No, I got to go get the chisels.
Chisels?
Yeah, here you go. Cheap $10 air hammer. Yep, the air hammer. I think I have an air hammer, though. I got to find it. I just looked through my air tools. I got my impact wrench and the, what is it, the ratchet or the, I can't remember. I think of the ratchet. But the little spot for the air hammers, it's missing. I don't know what the hell. I don't use them that much. He has Insta. Oh, yeah, I saw that guy modifying the flat chisel. Do you really need to? Did you do that? Where you grind, he grinds one side flat and one side kind of rounded so it doesn't mar the panel, I think, but I don't know if I need to worry about that. Hold on, guys, I gotta make a stock sale. Stocks and cooks.
Oh yeah, cell G. I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta get my order in anyway.
Custodial doesn't want to share his stock tips with me. He's being very secretive, yeah. That's all right. That's all right. You can keep all your secrets. It's okay.
Maybe he doesn't have any tips for you.
No, I asked him, what's in your portfolio, and his response was a
Stocks.
portfolio. I that Yeah, Harbor Freight got some cheap, good shit.
Wow, dude. High and low. That Celgene moved today, dude. Almost a couple bucks.
Yeah.
7.5 up and down. Shit, I should have been on it. Why weren't you on it, man?
Oh, I've been on it all day.
How come I can't see all my positions?
JD is eating shit today. Why you do bad? What's up with H&R Block? And my Planet Fitness? Come on, America, you fat asses. Get to the gym and make my stock go up.
What are my positions in this, dude? What? Where's my... There they are. Oh my god, yeah.
What happened?
So
Oh, yeah, you should have sold this thing.
85.21, I'd have taken that. Shizzle. What's that now? 84.10?
Alright, I'm starting to get hungry. I haven't eaten breakfast. Yeah, we should go get some food, and we should go get these parts you need there. What else do you need? Is that all you need? The fucking... The air fucking chiselator?
Figure it out, man.
Measure everything so you don't have to call your wife and ask her to measure stuff again.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. What do I do? Put it in my order here?
Oh, sure.
You think it's going to go up again?
Today, yeah, probably. It's only 9:30.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so we'll do Celgene. I'm going to sell it all at, what was the high today? 85.21? Or should I sell it at 86?
What's your purchase price?
Oh, I don't know, dude. I'm in it all over the place, dude.
Well, what's your average purchase price?
I mean, I'm in the money right now.
Oh, you're in the money right now? Then put it at 85 or 86.
A lot of shares, though, dude. I'm barely making anything.
Don't matter. You were down a lot, remember? Get out of it. Don't be greedy. That's the hard part, not being
Put it back at 85.21, where it went to today. You think it'll go again?
I think it'll go back, yeah. It's been going up for the last, week or so, so it should be okay. Do you have safety glasses? Safety glasses?
Wait a minute. Sell order? Oh, yeah, not market. I want a limit, right? Stop loss, stop trailing, stop
climbing. Nah, that's like a stupid stop loss. You don't need no stop loss. Just put a market limit order. Or, yeah.
Yeah, limit. What did I say? 85.20?
Yeah, let's look at them real quick. Celgene.
Quantity, sell it all, man. Sell it all.
There we go, guys. You see this company here, Celgene? Celgene. Celgene. They make a lot of cool stuff. They make a lot of cool stuff. All your medications and all your stuffs and your lotions and creams. Everybody uses creams.
Alright, that's my order.
Oh, sure. He's got his order in. What did you do, 85.20?
85.20. Yep. Alright. I always got to double check. I get nervous.
Oh, look who you got watching here. It's your old buddy, J.I.E. Walker.
Oh, Jai Walker, what's happening, buddy? Grinder.
Oh, you get to grind it. You get to do the stocks while you're doing the cocks.
Oh, you tried the drill. Oh, the angle. Ooh. Okay. Wait a minute, dude. So the drill method on which rivets? The ceiling rivets or the wall rivets? He's saying no, not that grinder. He's saying,
of course not.
Trionis is saying the drill method took longer than the air hammer.
The drill method.
No, Jaywalk, we never changed. Come on, brother. How would you want from me? All right, the order's in.
Nice, good job.
Yeah, it's over $1 above what it is right now.
Yeah, dude,
It might happen.
dude, this thing goes up and down $3-4 a day, no problem.
No issue.
No issues. Look at you. You made a couple of dollars while you're out there sweating your balls off.
Yeah, I need some dollars, man.
I'm so proud of you. You made the dollars.
All right. All right, so what should we do, man? You want to go? Should we go hit the stir?
Yeah, we should hit the stir. Yeah, you go to the depot.
And the harbor?
Oh, man.
What? You need some stuff?
Yeah, no, I gotta get some stuff. I'll go to the Home Depot by my house later because I like stopping at Orleans next. It worked out yesterday. Should I give him a rundown? Let me show you. I had to go get some. What did I need? A roller. Oh, let me show J.I.E. Walker what I did. I painted my garage. I painted. Come on.
Yeah, what noise? True does the noise. I don't know.
You see, I painted my garage. I had to go to a Home Depot. What happened?
It's Snag's bar party time. Asking about leverage. What kind of leverage? I think in the stocks. I ain't got no leverage, bro.
Yeah, leverage, average. You got to average and leverage. So I went to Home Depot to get the roller so that I could paint my floor. And then I said, fuck it. There's a casino right next door called the Orleans. Called the Orleans. And I fucking made $110 in like 5 minutes, and I left. I had a cash to prove it, but it's in my truck.
How much did you make? $110?
Yeah, $110. Oh, you saw it. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so you've been seeing this whole fucking... Whoa, what is that?
What?
Whoa.
What is what?
That. Look at... What is that?
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh, dude, that freaked me out the other day, too.
What the hell was that?
It looked like a burn, right? Like in the sensor. It's
but it wasn't showing on this one.
I know it's an extension on Twitch. Like people that are on, you can click on that. It's like a game. You can click on that and get like the Big Mac points something. It's a picture of Eric's face or something. I know. I thought the same thing. I saw that. I was like, holy shit! What is that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we need? A grinder, a pounder, a scruff, a tinder? What do we need?
Yeah. We need to go to Home Depot and hire some day labor. And
I can dig it.
It's too late for that, man. Should have done that before the wood was out. What do we need to get? Okay, let's get cracking here. Chisel for the walls, and a point chisel, and another chisel, flat chisel. And I gotta go see if I got my air hammer. If not, we'll get one of them $10 air hammers at Harbor Freight.
Right.
Probably should get an air hose. Because that little one I have, that one sucks. And then I have a longer one, but it's a reel, a ceiling.
No, that's a good one. Yeah, let's use that one.
Dude, it's a pain in the ass when you use it just as a hose, because then it retracts and. Well, let me see if Harbor Freight's got.
I already got one, dude. You don't have to get another one. Don't be spending money on shit you already got.
Well, I don't. That thing's in a reel. It's a pain in the ass.
All right, we can work with it.
All right, he says we'll work with it.
I mean, come on.
We'll work with it.
Put that money on the blackjack table.
All right. What else? Man, I'm exhausted. Oh, food. We need some food. That's what we need here, bro.
Yes, this is crucial.
Why message deleted? Oh, let him post links, man. I gotta. Trionos can post a link. Can you hook him up there, Custodial or Slammer? Sorry, bro. It's got this thing because, on Twitch, these kids like to post goofy things all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Racist, sexy, crazy things, and then everyone gets in trouble.
It's terrible.
These kids are crazy nowadays, man.
It's terrible.
All right, bro. I guess we should go.
All right, you know what you need? Let's do it.
Get this stuff, yeah.
All right, y'all. Have a good morning. We'll catch you in a little bit.
Hold on, what do I need for this hose right here?
For the hose?
Yeah. He said he just used that thing. Take it easy. Hey. Cut the wire.
Grossi.
What size is that damn hose?
Size is the hose? I don't know. Bring it with you. That little yellow one?
That big heater hose. Do you see any marks on it? Any writing on it anywhere? It should say something somewhere. You would think.
No,
Usually,
it's just white hosing.
really? Oh, man. All right, boys. We'll be back. Oh.
Where's Dirtly?
Oh, yeah. Put it in a... Post it again, man. He just put you a thing so you can put the link, man. If you can, Trionis, that'd be cool, man. So I'm going to go get that. Still doing the teeth thing. Oh, it's only lasts for 60 seconds? All right.
Oh, really?
If you can, yeah, post it, man. I want to get that right chisel set.
Ooh, Stitch Fix is up 11%. Wow.
We got to figure
Who would have thought, huh? A company that mails you a box of clothes every month.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. And they were talking about...
What do you do? You're just
whatever you like, whatever you like, you keep. Whatever you don't, you send back free. And then every month, the personal stylist for you sends you 5 new things. And fucking, they were having a, Amazon was trying to give them some competition like 6 months ago. Yeah. And fucking, dude, in the last few months, they've gone from like $20 to $33.88.
It's Queer Eye for every guy.
I mean, it's smart because a lot of people don't have time to shop and go do all that. And people like me that don't have the best taste, like my Reese's Pieces shirt. It's nice when other people, they tell you what you should wear.
Hold on one sec. Man, that sucks. Oh, wait.
What happened?
It keeps deleting his message because it only gives him set. But wait, hold on. You know what? I'm sorry. You don't have to. I'm sorry, bro. You don't have to keep redoing it because I can see the message if I click on it. Sorry about that, bro. I see it. Yeah, it's the Central Pneumatic 7-inch long air chisel set. It's $7.99. There you go, dude. That's perfect. Thanks, bro.
Let's get it.
$7.99, dude, for the chisels. What, dude? Harbor Freight is great. For
cheap as chips.
For one-use tools. Yeah, and there it is. $14. Medium barrel air impact hammer. That's fucking great, dude.
All right, man. Let's go start to get hot.
All right. Hey, thanks, Trionis. I got it, man. I got it. I saw it. This thing is all fakakta, this system, dude. Where, we can't let people do links, and then they can post them, and then it only gives them 60 seconds. Sorry about that. I appreciate you posting that. I saw that. I'm going to go to Harbor Freight, get that now. We're going to get some stuff to get going, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll work on this in a little bit. If I do, I'll hit stream, of course. If not, we'll be back tomorrow, 6 a.m. Thanks for coming, dude. Take it easy, man. Thanks for the tips. I'm going to work on this, too, get some parts. I might send you a message from the store there. Do you know what size hose it is, dude? What the IDOD is on that? Because I might want to get just a piece of... Calm down, you're twerking over... Dude, hold on. That window's bouncing up and down when you do that outside.
What happens when you walk?
Well, I know, but I'm not doing it on purpose, all right?
All
right, see you guys.
Later.
We'll be back. And don't worry, I won't do anything with coolant and all this crap without streaming it so you can see me take a bath in engine coolant.
Dirtly.
Peace. Remember, ranch. It's not gay if it's dipped in ranch. All right, guys. We'll see you later.